Hey guys, welcome back. Crunch Cakes here. We're going into Lewis's house. Not Lewis. Yeah, Lewis. Yeah? Lewis? Maybe? I think that's his name. Yeah. Actually, yeah, let's not go into his room. Let's go upstairs first. Oh, wait. That probably went up there. Oh, cool. So we're not going... Oh, let's look in here. Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
He seems cool. He's like, hey, you stay out of Lewis's room. He's like, nah, dude, it's alright, you can chill. Oh my god, you can have a boat as a room? Where are they getting all these ideas? I need to steal some ideas from these people.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Weed. Yeah, dude, let's smoke it up, dude. Yeah, dude, smoke it, bloody Mary Jane. Yes. Okay, we go this way. Okay, wait, he has one of those things like where you put it in the top. And then you take that thing and you go. Oh, apparently he was high playing video games. Sounds like a
Lewis
blast.
and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I bet. He was probably so high that he didn't even know what was going on. Oh god. It's like a little robot face. Get out of my face, robot face. Alright. Oh, he had a nice room. Jeez. This computer gaming. He had like the whole gaming setup here. And a nice TV. I'd love to live right here. I ain't too happy about this view though. I ain't too excited about it. What's this?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Okay, this is hard. It's hard to control this and do fish at the same time.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Oh guys, I can't
He'd
like
feel his way about.
multitask. Alright, I'm gonna try to multitask.
Bats and toads. And things that have not names.
Scary.
He knew it was all in his head.
Nice.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh, now we're playing too deep.
I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery.
Get in there, fish. Alright.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Doesn't seem that hard.
Like a whole new Lewis.
You're just chopping the fish head off and throwing it onto a belt.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Oh wait, alright.
It seemed very promising at first.
I'm completely focused on this, on the 3D
He told me
world.
he'd made a new friend.
I got a doggo.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Hope.
Nice.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Nice, nice. Oh wait, gotta go this way.
And
I
songs
just
for
know.
them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Oh crap,
And he
don't
was
run
always
into walls.
humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then
Was
one
it
day
now?
it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Mario. Sorry
They
if I'm
begged
being
him to
so
stay,
silent.
but his mind was already wandering.
Have I not been talking this whole time? I don't know, I'm just so focused on fish cutting.
It became a game for him.
Sorry guys, I've been
He'd conquer a city, then
concentrating on my
immediately
fish
push on.
cutting.
New Louisville. St. Louis.
Spelled the wrong way.
We started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Whoops.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Sorry, Mom. I'm cutting fish. I can't see you right now.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
A handsome queen. Okay,
handsome queen.
nice. I can't do my fish cutting. Oh, is this gonna drift away? Oh my god, I love it. I don't know why the queen would be handsome.
The queen was on her own quest for
Ow. Radiant rain, sinister serpents. No, radiant rainbows, I guess.
radiant rainbows.
Probably gonna miss all these. No? Nice, alright.
He followed the sound of her
Electric guitar. Sitar.
electric sitar.
Alright.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Oh god.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Wait, this way. Yeah, I can focus on one thing, the fish cutting or this, but not both. It's not possible.
but he was so proud of having created it.
Get out the way, boy.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Are we saving? Alright, wait. Are we looking fresh? Alright, cool. My hand's still
For someone
bloody,
who'd
though.
never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Yeah.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I got my king clothes on. What? I'm not real, am I? Okay.
He began to forget the world we know.
I was on a Nintendo Switch. Nice. I'm surprised you didn't have any Wii notes.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
This place is big. And a bunch of chopped up fishes.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Lewis, you're not even grabbing any fish. Bruh. You're not grabbing any fish. There's nothing there, bro. Alright, well, you have fun with that, I guess. Wait, can I see your face, please? Alright, never mind. Oh. Goodbye, good
I
man.
still thought I could save him.
But,
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Stand at attention, right? Good job. You guys are doing great work. Thank you. Left or right? Right.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
I'm a queen. She was a princess.
There was only one thing left to do.
What was left to do? You're gonna stand at attention. What are you doing? You're not doing your job. Stand at attention. Oh! You don't like that. Am I gonna get my head chopped off? Okay, you're standing at attention,
Then down his
boyos.
head.
Okay, you did. No, okay, I don't want to die. Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'll see you guys later. I have to. Okay, well. Let's go then. Let's freaking die. Give me my crown.
And the rest I think
Jesus
you know.
Christ.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Yeah, did he stick his head through a tuna slicer? That's a oofarino and a half.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I bet he smoked weed and he played video games. My kind of dude. You know, minus the smoking weed part. But the video games part is really cool. What is it? 10 o'clock.
On the way
Cool.
back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell
Oh god.
Edie.
Loading, loading, loading. Okay, there we go.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And his room is this.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
This is my mom and me. Is this our room? Okay.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come
Is this my
sooner.
place? Am I the last
But it
room?
had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
It's a cool bedroom. Are we crouching? Yeah, we are. We're on the floor. Oh, look. We got a pen. We're just gonna write our story. Alright, well, let's get to writing, Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Aww.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Well, she was, at least she was honest. The grown-ups have to argue now.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Could have just opened the door.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
She just opened the door or opened the windows, it's light outside.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
I don't
I
think it's
think
because
it's
of the
best
stories.
if Edith and I leave tonight.
I think it's because of her stories.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know,
I bet.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Just keep going straight.
I got turned around.
Oh. How did you get turned around? makes no sense. You were walking forward before.
I started seeing things.
Oh, hey there, Jiro. Where'd you just jump over? There's nothing there. Okay, well, cool.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like the deer? What?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
You forgot that the bed existed?
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. Open up the gate.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Hey,
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Mom, don't rip it. Stop it, Mom.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
No.
I never saw
Mama.
Great Grandma Edie again.
Mama Edith. No.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up.
Come back.
She was already gone.
No, come back. Mama Edith.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Gam gam.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Meow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, hey.
A few years went by.
Shake, 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 shake.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh no.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh no, Mommy.
She got better for a while,
Mommy.
and then she didn't.
No, Mama, Mama, Mama. No.
And then I was alone.
Oh.
The last Finch left alive.
Until you got knocked up. At 17. Shameful.
Until I found out about you.
Yep.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Mine are
And
trying to stay
appreciate how
open.
strange and brief all of this is. This
Oh,
journal
we're
was
moving
supposed
out.
to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Are we coming out of the...
I just
Out of
want to
the
meet
ting?
you
Are
and
we,
tell you all
baby?
these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
3, 2, 1. Way. I mean, way.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
No. Edith Finch. January 1989 to 2017. Right next to Lewis. Wow. Great game, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, dang. Okay. Well. That was a really good game. Hope you guys... Sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. So if you liked it, punch that like button in the face. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Actually, good night.